Well, guys, today we have another horrible week for Hollywood, and the number Garfield became the #1 movie. And actually, the ironic thing is, if another critically, quote unquote, critically panned movie beats Furiosa: A Mad Max Saga, this week has truly been a massive L for the critics. Okay, so the critics, of course, have been saying Furiosa: The Mad Max Saga is the best movie of the year, best thing since sliced bread. No one watches it. No one cares. Okay, no one cares enough to watch it. Garfield movie has made $117 million globally, with $51 million domestic and $66 million internationally. The movie seems to be having pretty decent legs. You know, I don't think they were expecting this movie to make like $500 to $600 million. Like, some people are like, oh, this cute little Garfield is gonna make $600 million. No, it is making an okay number of money. It only needs to make $33 million more globally, I think, to break even. This movie will probably break even. I think it will. Uh, Critics. It's funny. This movie has a 36% Rotten Tomatoes, and it dropped like a movie that usually people like. So apparently, the word of mouth for Garfield is much better than the critically acclaimed Furiosa, which is pretty funny and hilarious, all things considered. That two critically panned movies are beating Furiosa. Next is If. Yeah, this movie also beat Furiosa. This is still a box office failure, but this movie is having really great legs. I think this movie will make a lot of money on streaming, all things considered. But they have not updated international numbers for this movie, obviously. But this movie is having extremely good legs. Extremely good legs. Much better than I think anyone was expecting. This movie might actually pass $100 million, will probably pass $100 million domestically as well. Given the very great legs for this movie, it'll probably pass $100 million domestically, almost guaranteed at this point. They're doing way better than Furiosa: A Mad Max Saga, certainly. So, another L for the critics, obviously, here. The movie is still probably not doing too well internationally, but they don't have the numbers up. Next is Furiosa: Mad Max Saga. They have not updated the international numbers for this movie. Well, they probably did, and still no one's watching this movie. This movie is a box office failure. Probably the biggest this year. This is probably going to be amongst the biggest box office failures of this year. The legs, like, I said, oh, this movie actually have legs. Oh, 59% drop. That's not very good for this type of movie. It needs to make $420 million to break even. They can't even pass $100 million. This is pretty sad, all things considered. But this, I think, Brie Larson might have some. Okay, I think this movie will still lose less money than Brie Larson's The Marvels. But, you know, and yeah, those final totals is including streaming gains, streaming sales. Because these movies do make some money on streaming, okay? They do make hundreds of millions of dollars on streaming digital sales and Blu-ray sales. So yeah, this movie, of course, is still going to lose a lot of money for who makes these movies? Warner Bros. So Warner Bros. Cannot seem to catch a break. They had The Flash last year, and this year they have Furiosa: A Mad Max Saga. I think this would be ending up one of the biggest box office flops of the year. And yeah, Furiosa: A Mad Max Saga cannot really Furiosa its way towards box office success. Came with the Planet of the Apes, so we have its updated box office here. I don't know if they have updated international numbers yet or not. They usually are on top of this pretty quickly, but the movie is performing like War of the Planet of the Apes. Again, we don't know the full international numbers. I don't know if they have updated or not. I'll check later, obviously, but this movie made $310 million. I highly doubt the international numbers. I don't think they have updated the international numbers. The movie was like at $290 million. Which means it's only included domestic sales at this current moment, which means this movie will get its international dump later on, and they stopped updating the global box office immediately afterwards, kind of like with some other movies they did. The Fall Guy made $151 million, which means this movie has made $151 million. This movie is already on streaming, so yeah, this movie has done pretty well, all things considered. Okay, no, not pretty well. This movie is still a box office failure, but compared to its opening, it actually has done pretty well. Okay, $80 million, 40% drop was pretty good. I think it'll probably have like a 30 to 40% drop next weekend as well. So Fall Guy, Strays Chapter 1, 30 million global number. This movie has done pretty well. You know, Haiku the Dumpster Battle. This is a Japanese movie. Don't know the budget. Don't care. It's doing pretty okay. Ultraviolet Data. This is a horror movie that probably had no budget, so yeah, this movie made so more number. Isa made $1.1 million. This is a Sundance movie, and still no one cares. Sight. This is the Angel Studios' new movie, and it's doing okay at the box office. Don't know the budget for this movie as well. And Babes, no one cares. So, again, another pretty bad week for the box office, all things considered. And Garfield is, yes, the number one movie of the week. Yeah, no one was expecting Garfield to ever be the number one movie. But yes, here we go. We over the world. Garfield movie is the number one movie of the week.